Alright, guys. This is the lore run. The doll is evil. That's all you need to know. See you guys later. Have a good one. Story. Look at this. Have you ever seen this before? Have you ever seen this before? Did you know this existed? Welcome to Yharnam, a distant, forgotten city in a desolated valley far to the east. A place said to be cursed, infamous for its local affliction known as the Scourge of the Beast. The Scourge erodes one reason until man becomes beast. At night, the hunters track down these inhuman creatures. Yet, this heretical town is also home to an ancient medical practice. Those with incurable afflictions brave the long journey to the city, seeking Yharnam's mysterious treatment. Local afflictions. So what do we learn there? Our player character is coming from a land far off. He or she is sick with something. But he's learned that as long as he's sick, Road Jesus will give him gifted subs. So we are coming from a faraway land, coming to Yharnam. We know that it's dangerous, but we have an incurable sickness. So what do we have to lose? We're going to die anyway. We might as well come to the place that has a potential cure.
Oh, yes. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Notice his hat and his bandages. He knows that we're sick, and he's going to cure us with some blood ministration. But he wants us to sign our names, so he knows who we are. I'm a military veteran. I'm a lady of the highest regard. Bright pink hair. Pink blood. There's no fine print to read. There's no fine print at all. He just wanted our names and where we came from. What our profession was. It's a register of certs.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Right about now, we're beginning to wonder how this guy is going to give us a blood transfusion with those bandages over his eyes. At first, I thought an assistant was going to come in. We black out, and we wake up sometime later. We saw something curious there, a werewolf rise from a puddle of blood, and then someone behind us hurled a fireball to protect us. Was it these creatures? Or was it something else? Is there anything else in the room with us?
You found yourself a hunter.
Where did that voice come from? We awaken in the room where we got the blood transfusion. A derelict place, desolate, dirty, and disgusting. Luggage strewn about, possibly our own luggage, rifled through. Blood everywhere in vials and medical instruments. A disgusting, disgusting place, dirty. Definitely not what you think of as a hospital. We can't go back out. Handwritten scrawl. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. Pale blood. We've heard that name before. Maybe deep within our mind. But it's our first real reference to it. Outside we could see the sun shining. Let's see if we can make our way there. We see a puddle with spores of some sort being lifted into the air. The same creatures from before. The creature that shrouded our eyes and our mouth. Seemed to be little baby skeletons preaching up from a puddle of something in the ground. They're giving us a note. They're telling us how to attack. I made a mistake. I made the place even dirtier than it normally is. What's this? Is this the same werewolf from before? Perhaps burnt? Injured? Who's the poor man that it's eating? I find for whatever reason, I feel like I'm quicker than I was before. I feel stronger, faster. Like I have access to a hidden ability that I was previously unaware that I had. I feel it in my right hand. The blood. Oh, the blood. I got a feeling from that. I've never felt that way before. Let's see if there's something over here. We can't exit the gate. Tombstones seem strewn about, though. Not as if that they're placed in any sort of order, stacked upon each other. I've never seen anything like that. A casket, which we're able to destroy with our bare fists. This confirms something that I felt. I'm indeed much stronger than I was before. I would never be able to strike down that box with a single slap of my hand. I feel so strong, in fact, I'm actually bigger, which is why I took my suspenders off. I was sickly before. Very sick. My pants could no longer fit. That's why I purchased these suspenders, to hold them up. As you can see, my pants are clearly very tight. I've been enamored with good blood. Central Yharnam. I remember. It's not much that I remember, though. I'm unsure why, but I know my name. I know vaguely where I came from. What was the name of that city? No, I guess I don't. Let's see what I have on me. The black hood. hood worn upon awakening to the nightmare of blood and beasts. Perhaps its wearer had to stay out of sight and travel by cover of darkness. Without memory, who will ever know? Not typical clothing for Yharnam. Perhaps it is of foreign origin. It is said, after all, the traveler came to Yharnam from afar. A faint memory recalls blood ministration involving the transfusion of unknown blood. So this confirms that my identity is who I thought it was, but I still seem to appear to be in a haze of some sorts. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can you stop this debauchery? I've done no harm to you. Why are you trying to swing an axe at me? I've done absolutely nothing to deserve this, sir. Please stop your nonsense. How am I a cursed beast? What have I done to deserve this? I know what I'll do. I gotta get around him. I gotta use my special strike. Turn my hand into a claw, and put an end to him. I didn't want to have to strike him down, but he refused to submit. Blood vials. Wait, what's this? A dangling, upside-down rune etched in one's mind. Symbol of a hunter. By focusing one's thought on this rune, a hunter loses all blood echoes, but awakens afresh, as if it was just a bad dream. Let's try to use it. No! Oh my god! I was struck! Why has he done this to me? Why has he done this to me? No! No! Leave me alone! Wait, I think I've discovered another magical power. I don't think he can kill me while I'm pulling on a lever. I'm not a fiend. You're the one that struck me first. What am I supposed to do? This guy can really take a beating. Honestly, without this new special power, I'd be nothing. I need to find a weapon. I smell blood. I don't know why I just had that urge, but after injecting that blood vial into my system, I feel engorged, invigorated. This guy's just attacking me for no reason. He's claiming he's going to mess up my brain. I like my brain just the way it is. I'm not going to allow it to happen. What's this? A Molotov cocktail. I wonder if I can light it and throw it at him. I have to wait for an opening. Wait for it. He'll give me a chance. He dies at my feet. I hope he learned his lesson. Let's try to use this. Wait a second. A Molotov cocktail explodes in raging flames when thrown against an object. We discovered that. One of the oldest hunter tools available in the workshop. What's the workshop? Since the tragedy that struck old Yharnam, fire has become a staple in beast hunts, and is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of flame. It seems like this great city really has fallen to dereliction. The only person that I've met so far with a sane head has been that blood minister. Luckily I met him too. I'm curious. What does this do? I focus my mind on the rune. I bring it to my eye. And I feel my body fading away. What's this? I find myself right back where I started, only this time the door is open. What kind of magic is this? The beast is gone, thankfully. But we have nowhere to go. Let's try another avenue. Wait a second. That's the same man from before. The same torch, the same axe, the same location. I killed him. What's he doing back? I killed that wolf. The wolf isn't back. What's going on here? What's going on here? Those two over there are back as well. I can see them. Plain as day. The ladder is down from before. He seems to be off in a distance, so I'm not going to fight him. What's that? It came from over there. With lungs like that, it must be huge. I hear some coughing. There's a lamp in the center of these bricks here, which has a weird whistle to it. But I'm more concerned with the man behind the window.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either.
Could you tell from my accent or something else?
A fellow outsider.
Nice to meet you, Gilbert.
You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating
You could
guests.
say that again.
Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted.
What's wrong?
But I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done.
You don't sound too good.
This town is cursed.
I could see that.
Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
I can see that you're probably right, Gilbert. I've already been attacked by 3 people, although seeing you gives me hope. What should I do?
Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yharnam lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood.
I wonder if that's the same blood that I was injected in from the Blood Minister. Thank you so much for your help, Gilbert.
Don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
The hunt is on tonight. I'm not sure what that means. I'll be extra careful, though. Once again, thank you for your help. I will make my way to the Grand Cathedral, and I'll seek out the Healing Church.
Across the valley to the east of Yharnam.
Across the valley to the east of Yharnam. I'll get there. Thank you so much, Gilbert. We hear a bell off in a distance. I lit the lamp, and I'm immediately greeted by these baby skeletons. The same ones that greeted me in the beginning, protected me maybe from that werewolf. The same ones that were giving me instructions on how to fight. The lamp now transports you back to the hunter's dream. Upon death, you will awaken at this lamp. Let me ponder this for a minute. My memory is hazy, so I have no recollection of being in the hunter's dream ever before. But it's telling me that I'm going to go back there. Upon death, you awaken at this lamp. Have I died before? What does that mean? Upon death, you will awaken at this lamp. The messenger's off me a choice. Let's see if these baby skeletons know what they're doing. This is the same sort of feeling that I got when I was using the hunter's mark. A fleeting, ethereal sense. I awaken on the ground and rise up to the hunter's dream. I see a great building in front of me, ivy strewn about, a great tree in the back lot. If I take a look over here, there's more baby skeletons grasping out at us. The Yharnam headstone, which allows us to awaken at a selected location in Yharnam, the first floor sick room and the central Yharnam. These must be where the lamps are. These baby skeletons seem to provide an access point for us. They allow transportation of some kind. I see another one off in the distance. This one, half in a bath, clapping as I get to it. He seems to be happy to see me. Trade in blood echoes with messengers to buy and sell items. We have no blood echoes. We are poor. But we can see that we are allowed to buy blood vials, quicksilver bullets, Molotov cocktails, and pebbles. A blood vial is special blood used in ministration. It restores HP. Once a patient has had their blood ministered, a unique but common treatment in Yharnam, successive infusions recall the first and are all the more invigorating for it. No surprise that most Yharnamites are heavy users of blood. This would explain that feeling that I got as soon as I injected my first blood vial. I immediately found myself strengthened, invigorated once again, even after I'd been struck by an axe. This really is special blood. Special bullets used with hunter firearms. Ordinary bullets have no effect on beasts, and so quicksilver bullets, fused with the wielder's own blood, must be employed. The strength of quicksilver bullets depends greatly upon the wielder's blood tinge. Quicksilver, a word that I remember. It's a metal, mercury. Has a special property of being liquid at room temperature. Fusing this with your own blood to make a bullet. A strange practice indeed. But I must try it out. The final item that I see, a pebble. Small pebbles found throughout Yharnam. They can be thrown at foes, and they're quite thrilling. Not much here upon first inspection. Just seems like a pebble. But wait. We find some clothing. The Yharnam Hunter Cap. And a full set of garb and clothes, trousers and gloves. Ludwig, the first hunter of the Healing Church, once recruited Yharnamites to serve as hunters. This hunter's attire was made for new recruits and has excellent straightforward defense, but not nearly enough to allow an ordinary man to stand any real chance against the beasts. So we've learned the name of someone who came before us, Ludwig, the first hunter of the Healing Church. This is the same place that man, kind enough to tell us, Gilbert, told us to go. We're trying to leave this town. We just got here, but something seems wrong. I'm very thankful for getting my blood ministered because I feel great. But I don't want to live in a place with beasts. So I need to find a way out. The healing church might be my only way out. Now this is curious though, because I find myself having dispatched those beasts rather easily, especially with my right hand, turning into a claw, reaching in and wrenching out. It's a very effective technique, which I only just learned. Am I an ordinary man? What has happened to me? What's that real power? Do I have it? A holy chalice is required to conduct a ritual. I'm not sure what a holy chalice is. Whoa! Oh, excuse me. You startled me there for a second. Who are you?
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters.
Nice to meet you, Gehrman.
To be in a fine haze about
I
now.
am in a fine haze. Can't remember anything.
Hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good.
Just kill beasts? Don't think too hard?
No, it's just what hunters do.
Is that so?
You'll get used to it.
So this isn't really a job that requires any thinking on my part, does it? What is this place? Do you have any other information for me? Like you said, I'm very confused.
This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the doll, should it please you.
Where's the doll? Whoa. So 3 groups of messengers, which we can see was what they're called, just spawned, groaning. The messengers offer you a firearm. Choose one. Firearms are wielded with the left hand and employed in beast hunting. Okay, very informative. Very informative. The Hunter Pistol. A pistol made at the workshop for hunters stalking beasts. Hunter firearms are specially crafted to employ quicksilver bullets fused with the wielder's own blood, boosting damage against beasts. The pistol is a quicker draw than the blunderbuss, allowing for speedier responses to attacks. And the blunderbuss has the impact of this highly effective weapon counters beasts' swift movements, and its wide spread is nigh on guaranteed to hit the mark. I'm feeling like going with the blunderbuss. But the pistol seems nice too. That's actually a good point. I should... When I'm reading, I'll phase out so you guys can see the picture. That's a good point. I'll phase out when I'm reading. GG. The saw cleaver. One of the trick weapons of the workshop commonly used in the hunting business. The hunting business? So profit is made off of hunting, which is a traditional thing. I'm used to that. Back where I come from, hunting is definitely employed in a business aspect. This saw, effective at drawing the blood of beasts, transforms into a long cleaver that makes use of centrifugal force. The saw, with its set of bloodletting teeth, has become a symbol of the hunt, and only grows in effectiveness the more grotesquely transformed the beast. Our second option, the hunter's axe, retains the qualities of an axe but offers a wider palette of attacks by transforming. It boasts a heavy blunt attack, leading to high rally potential. Not sure what rally is. No matter their pasts, beasts are no more than beasts. Some choose this axe to play the part of executioner. Our third and final option, the threaded cane. Sufficiently deadly as a rigid-bladed cane, but also serves as a whip when its blade is split into many. Concealing the weapon inside the cane and flogging the beast with the whip is partly an act of ceremony, an attempt to demonstrate to oneself that the bloodlust of the hunt will never encroach upon the soul. The bloodlust of the hunt. So it seems like choosing this weapon would give me an air of superiority that might not be accurate. I'm getting the sense that blood is not used in the way where it might be initially perceived. Let's go with the axe. We'll take the blunderbuss as well. The third and final group, a notebook received from the messengers. Leave messengers with these loyal servants to share them with hunters in other worlds. Other worlds? I'm beginning to lose the fabric of reality here. I've been teleported twice. I have no memory of who I am, barely remember where I came from. And now I'm learning of hunters in other worlds? What's going on here? Gehrman, your name was, right?
This was once a safe haven for
You
hunters.
told me that already. You told me that already. You offer me no more information. Ah, the workshop. Here it seems we can fortify weapons using bloodstones. We need 3 of them to upgrade our weapon. We can also repair our weapon here as well. A memory altar. The workshop tool required for this task is missing. Maybe we can find it. To escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, lest the night carry on forever. This is a note given to us by the messengers. Was it left to us by another hunter? Or is it given to us by them? Why is this hunter's dream dreadful? That immediately makes me suspect anyone and everything here. We have a storage item. An abandoned doll. This must be what Gehrman was referring to. But how exactly do we use it? Let's explore for a bit. More notes from the messengers. They seem to be guiding us. Ah, they're telling us how to hunt. We can switch weapons. We can use emergency quicksilver bullets. We can transform our weapon with strong attacks and charges. Let's try this out. Oh, this is a heavy weapon. Its attacks carry a lot of weight. Let's try a charge. Immediately, I feel much stronger than with my bare fists. This must be the trick. With a simple action, I can transform my weapon into a longer state. This will do. Perfect for a night out on the hunt. The moon seems large here, as if I'm closer to it. What are those giant stalks? More so, where the hell am I? It appears like I'm on the tip of a mountain. We're on a floating island, adrift amidst the fabric of the universe. Are those funeral spires? Is that some sort of ceremony? Or am I witness to something deeper? I have no idea what's going on. A stump with some mist and a deep haze. This stump appears linked to the nightmare, but there are no messengers. Linked to the nightmare. I thought this was a dream. The nightmare of blood and beasts. Where am I? I'm not sure if there's anywhere else left for me to go. There's a gate. Maybe it opens. It's closed. I can see a wall lined with innumerable gravestones and more flowers. But nothing beyond that. It's where the great tree is. Let's try going back. To awaken above ground. The first floor sick room. We've returned. Although we haven't been here before. This door was... Oh, we have. This door is closed now. I wonder who's here.
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Iosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do.
That makes perfect sense to me. You're a doctor, you're trying to help people who are sick. You need a nice quarantine zone. I understand that. Iosefka's blood vial. Thank you for giving this to me. Is this a special kind of blood? I haven't seen this before.
Now, go. And good hunting. Are you still in need of something? But I have nothing more to offer. Please, try to understand my position. I can only pray for a fruitful hunt.
Seems like my job here is to hunt. Her job is to protect the sick. Let's live up to our roles. After all, I have nowhere else to go, and I need to find a way out of this godforsaken city. So let's find a way out. The same enemies that we saw at the beginning. This time we're much more well armed. Definitely a lot easier than dispatching them with my bare fists. We're on a rampage. Let's climb the ladder. This is where Gilbert was. Let's see if he has anything more to say to us before we continue onward. If I remember correctly, we have to get to the Cathedral Ward.
Across the valley to the east of Yharnam, you'll find the Cathedral Ward.
Thank you, Gilbert. Let's get there. More pebbles. Wait. I almost forgot. Iosefka's blood vial. Blood vial acquired from Iosefka's clinic. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a larger amount of HP. The product of a slow and careful refinement process, this rare blood vial appears to be a clinic original. Now this seems to be something similar to blood plasma. Refined. I'll keep it. I'll save it for later. I only have one. It seems to be more valuable than the regular blood. Wow. I was stricken with a wooden plank. It's of no match for me, though. Let's heal ourselves. Everyone in this town seems hyper-aggressive. We have no choice. Okay, we might have another choice. We might have another choice. It seems I need to overcompensate. Wow, I'm strong. I can hurtle myself forward, land on my back on the stairs, and I feel nothing. I feel absolutely nothing. I'm more agile, I'm stronger, I'm quicker. I'm more of an animal. I'm not sure where that came from. But it's like I feel something deep within me that's lurching to come out. Who's this? The largest enemy that I've ever seen. He stands 10 feet tall, 7 feet wide, and he's as thick as a house. That axe looks menacing. I'm tempted to just disengage, but there's something in me that just wants to attack. That felt good. That felt real good. This is something that I haven't seen before. A tied-up beast on a cross, burning from the bottom. Burned alive, it seems. Truly a harrowing sight. There's another one. What happened in this derelict city? Carriages? I can see there are coffins inside. I'm going to choose to leave him alone. He doesn't seem to disturb me. He's a friend. I thought you were a friend! His friends are coming. I understand I'm not wanted here. I'll leave. I'll leave. Just show me where to go. I want to get back to my home. I don't know where I am. Show me where to go and I'll leave. I don't need to be here anymore. I just want to leave. I don't want to hurt you. Show me where to go. You leave me no other choice. Oh, God. Oh, my God. A pitchfork to my left thigh. That's going to leave a mark. That's going to leave a mark. Molotov cocktails. I smell it from the ground. This lamp right here. It has a scent to it.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
It doesn't seem like the townspeople are too thrilled to have me here. I'm also wondering how they even know I'm here. Clearly, I can understand that they know I'm not from around here. My voice is different. I have a different dialect. A different accent.
Lads, you've come on. You'd open the door on a night of a hunt. Away with you. Now.
More of the same. I won't disturb him. I mean no harm. The bell is ominous. I may mean no harm, but it looks like I'm in for a fight. A giant wolf beast, hanging from a large cross, burned. An entire town of people flocking to see the sight. They're immediately aggressive, just like their friends. I'll have to retreat. I'm better off dead, he screams. He doesn't even know me. I just got to this town. He doesn't know my name. He doesn't know my face. He doesn't know anything about me, but he's trying to kill me. I have no choice but to defend myself. He tells me that I'm cursed, but I don't believe him. I feel like I'm doing the right thing right now. I'm trying to just survive here. Sliced him in half. It had to be done. A bloodstone shard. This is the first of these that I've encountered. A solid shard that forms in cold blood. After death, the substance in the blood hardens, and that which does not crystallize is called a bloodstone. At the workshop, these bloodstones are embedded in weapons to fortify them. So far, we've heard of a few different types of blood. We came here searching for pale blood. We came here looking for a special blood that would be used to heal us. Upon getting the blood ministration, we found a note urging us to seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. We found blood vials. We have a refined version of blood from Iosefka. We've heard of cold blood, in which bloodstone shards are found. This truly is a city of blood. Within only an hour, I've discovered multiple types. This weapon happens to be one of the most effective weapons that I've ever come across. Of course, its great weight would mean that this is something that I would normally not be allowed to wield, but as I've said, my increased strength is allowing me to wield this as if it's very, very lightweight. There's only a few left. We have to take them all out. If not for ourselves, for the people like Gilbert. Sick. Deathly. And in need of assistance. did that on purpose. I'm finding myself to be a more agile in the face of battle than I ever was before. I hear groaning. Rumbling of a giant door. And am I afraid of it? No. I'm running straight for it. I want to see what it is. I want to get into a fight. Even bigger than the last one I saw. Quicker, too. He's wielding a giant brick. A lofty weapon. But I seem to be able to outmaneuver him speed-wise. Although he's more nimble than I expected. He staggers with the weight of my hefty blows. More blood vials. Molotov cocktails and a torch. A common torch, formed by wrapping a pine resin-drenched cloth around the end of a long stick. Hunters choose torches not only because the hunt leads them to the darkest nooks, but also because certain creatures they encounter are possessed of a deathly fear of the flame. A fountain. There appears to be rust or some dried up orange-red material in the fountain. Not sure what it is, but it looks like dried blood. What's that? I hear these giant crows, but I also heard... Yes, I hear women laughing. And something like a lullaby, all at once. We have to investigate. Another bloodstone shard. Ah, I see a lamp. Perhaps this is where the women are.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I think they'll be okay without me. They seem like they're having a good time. They seem like they're having a good time. We can leave them. We can leave them. These are the largest birds that I've had a chance of viewing in my own life. Besides ostriches. Ostriches are great. But these are no ostriches. These seem like giant crows. With blood in their mouths. They've recently had a meal. We find some oil urns. When this urn hits its mark, the target is drenched in oil and made extremely flammable. Fire is commonplace on the hunt, and oil urns accentuate its effect. Sometimes, when hunters burn beasts, they appear intoxicated by the euphoria of purification. I was so intoxicated by the euphoria that I stumbled on the words. And there it is. The lullaby. It's coming from here, although the gate is closed by a device. We'll have to find another way around, but the lullaby is clearly coming from that room. The blunderbuss seems extremely effective against the beasts. I was shot, I was struck, and I was bit all at the same time. We're making a retreat. Oh, and I feel all the much better. The blood. The strength of the blood. It seems to heal me almost immediately. I've never felt such power like this before. Even when I make a mistake, I can recover. The blunderbuss. The blunderbuss seems to have a very wide berth. Its range of attack is impressive. I'm glad I made the decision. Weird scratchings on these trees. I wonder if these are the trees that are used to make the oil. Where's the pine? What's the pine item? I forgot what the pine item was. The torch. There it is. A common torch wrapped by wrapping a pine resin-drenched cloth around the end of a long stick. Perhaps these scratchings are where the sap came from. Another extremely loud noise. No idea where that could possibly come from. A great many statues, though, are in this town. More than I've ever seen anywhere else. Ah, a secret. Another bloodstone shard. We could see two of the great wolves that we saw burning in the center of the town before. They seem to be giant beasts. I'm not sure I can take both of them on at the same time. Let's explore over here for a quick second first. It seems I missed a few. Two lone survivors. I feel bad looting all these bodies, but I have to do what I need to survive. It seems like this affliction of this town is not something that is new. I feel like this has been going on for a while. You can see two skulls right here, and if I'm not mistaken, this box is filled with ribs and bones of all sorts. I'm correct. Yes, Carolee. So for anybody new, I'm basically going through the game as if I'm blind. I'm experiencing everything as if it's my first time through. Back into it. Another bloodstone shard. I remember quite clearly that I needed 3 to upgrade my weapon. Ah, what's this? A wooden ladder. You might know that I was a military veteran. I fought in many great wars, but I retired as soon as I got sick. The sickness lasted for years, and I could not hunt, I could not fight, so I needed a way to make money. So I became a ladder manufacturer. My ladders were the best in the business. This is reminding me of a time long past. I'll even show you guys a little bit of a trick I learned on the ladders. The ladder slide. Don't try that at home. Takes a lot of practice. Now, Hunchbacks. If there's anything you know about me is I don't like hunchbacks. They freak me out. I'm also jealous of his size. This is clearly a former basketball player. I've fallen into the sewer. I've made a mistake. I've overextended myself and I've fallen into the sewer. Just like the giant crows, we found giant rats. Luckily, I was able to dispatch them all. And we found something new. We found something new. Throwing knives. I smelt the rat coming a mile away. I knew what his intention was. I will not be defeated by a rat. Throwing knife with a finely serrated blade. One of the old hunter Henrik's favorite weapons. The throwing knife. Throwing knife with a finely serrated blade. One of old hunter Henrik's favorite weapons. A name we have not heard before. It does not cause a great deal of damage to beasts, but with deft use can distract attackers and keep them at bay. I'll use anything I can get. We only have 2 of them, so we'll have to use them sparingly. The rats are easily dispatched, with a little bit of effort. And as soon as I say that, I find the most nimble rat of them all. Nothing a quick slam can't take care of. I was talking about the rat, not me. I was talking about the rat. We seem to have a lurker in the shadows who thinks he can spry on me whenever he wants. You made a mistake, friend. You should have killed me when you had the chance. I will not allow you to succeed. Try your best shot. Try it right now. One more time. No. My hubris has gotten the best of me. And I've died. Wait a second. My consciousness is restored. I clearly remember dying. This is not a situation where my memory is hazy. I still have no idea who I am, where I came from. But I clearly remembering dying, if only a second ago.
You are safe, thank goodness.
Thank goodness indeed.
But I'm afraid nothing will change my mind. I cannot open the door. Please, try to understand my position. I pray for your safety.
I'm very confused right now. It appears that I do have more power than I'm aware of. I've been gifted extra strength. I've been gifted extra speed. My right arm has the ability to turn into a claw, wrenching out my victim's organs. I'm able to deflect all manners of physical assaults whenever I'm opening a door or pulling a lever. I can inject my own gun with my own blood and use it as bullets to attack enemies. And I cannot truly die. Let's make our way back to where we were. This time with the speed that I know I can accomplish the task. I have died, and yet all of these people, all of these beasts are back to where they were. Although the first beast is not. I've noticed that. He's the only one that has not remained. Everything else that I destroyed is back exactly where it was before. Even the giant troll. It's like I'm reliving the day over again. I wonder if my life is over now. I fade into nothing. I'm back again. I'm back again. I've discovered a power. I'm satiated. I'm sustained. I cannot be killed. Even if I make a mistake. My body, my mind is preserved somehow. Is this how it is for everyone? Or is this just a power that I have? Just because I found out that I'm immortal does not mean I should take this journey with any less gravity. Because the pain is real. Every time I feel a pitchfork wrenching into my side, I feel it. I hear the sound of it going inside. I feel the tendons snap. It is a pain I do not wish to experience. So even though I know I'm immortal, I do not want to die. So I won't. The dog's eyes. I feel immediately invigorated. The echoes have returned to me. The enemies are learning. They know of my power, and they're seeking to snuff it out. I will do all that I can do to stop them. Excuse me. It seems like you want to fight. You picked the wrong target. Sliced in half. The only thing I'm thinking about is getting revenge. The blunderbuss is a slow shot. I'll have to get used to its timing. But once I hit, it allows me an opening for a visceral. Thick cold blood. We have 2 levels, level 1 and level 5. A droplet of cold blood containing blood echoes. Hunters sustained by the dream gain strength from blood echoes. They imbibe the blood with thoughts of reverence, indeed gratitude for their victims. A strong will produces thick blood, doubtless the product of obsession, a potent source of human strength. How is it still alive? Abject Gothic with the 13-month back-to-back resubscription. Thanks so much, Abject. His weapon is long and sharp. I was not expecting it to have that great amount of distance, but I recovered quickly. A quick change of clothes. One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop. A fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense to anyone facing Yharnam's beastly threat. It's recognizable by its withered feathers. This cap is fashioned after one of the old hunters. It allows one to stalk beasts unannounced by cover of night. An upgraded set for an upgraded person. We can take a trip down, but I don't necessarily want to. Let's see if we can go back the way we came. Whoa! I was not expecting that rat to launch itself at me. I see the ladder. We can climb back out. I slipped. Someone put oil there. I got it. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're back. Now, we have two established places where we can go. Deep in the sewer, which is kind of a place where I don't want to go. But then that way. That seems like that might be the Grand Cathedral. Over there. It seems like the biggest building. That might be where Gilbert told us to go. If we're gonna get there, we're gonna have to take out these giant werewolves. We have no other choice. They're trying to tag team me. We have to make sure to keep distance until one of them dies. I was struck. Make sure we heal. We have to run. We have to run. We've made a mistake. By far the most damage taken to kill any single foe. I'm beginning to think I made a drastic mistake. But just as soon as I'm starting to question my own abilities, I strike one down. And quickly soon comes the second. I used a great amount of blood. And I'm immediately noticing that something is wrong. Something is off about this werewolf. It seems to be in a very human pose right here. Its knees are backwards, as if it's a human. Its chest looks incredibly human-like. Aside from the claws, the fur, and the giant monstrosity of extremities, you might convince me that this was a humanoid wolf. Or maybe someone who had been transformed. And if you look closely, he seems to be wearing fabric of some sort. As if it was ripped, shredded from his body as he grew. All right. Let's continue on. I heard something. It sounds like a troll. Whoa! 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 Yo, buddy! Yo, do you remember me? You kind of look like that blood minister. Yo. Okay, that's a weird laugh. That's a weird laugh. Are you okay? You don't seem to be doing okay. Can you stop trying to shoot me? Yeah, that's really... Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, okay. Couldn't have been him. Looks like him. Doesn't have the hat, though. I would never lose that hat if I had it. He's gotta be like a twin or something. Another note. This one's not given to us by the messengers. This is like the original note that we found, handwritten. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to Cathedral Ward, as old Yharnam burned to the ground that moonlit night. So Gilbert told us to find the healing church. We have to get to Cathedral Ward, and he told us to go across the great bridge. Apparently we're finding out that it was blocked. I missed. Another bloodstone shard. Ah, a shortcut has been opened.
Across the valley.
Let's go back to the dream. We have enough shards to level up our weapon, so let's use it. Okay. We're back in the dream. And our boy is gone. So we have 6 bloodstone shards. We'll use 3 of them to level our axe to +1. And we'll use 3 of them to level our blunderbuss to +1. Ah. Seems like we're lucky today. He's sleeping. He seems to be very old. We'll leave him be. Let's see if Iosefka has anything more for us.
You're safe. Thank goodness. But I'm afraid nothing will change. I cannot open the door. I'll do what I can, of course. Perhaps this will help you, if only in some small way.
She gives us another Iosefka's blood vial, and if you could see through the crack there, you could see a little bit of her face. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a peek. Not too much. But you could see her through the crack in the window there. There's her eye.
Now go. I pray for your safety.
Hey, Abucus, how's it going? So she gave us another Iosefka's vial. She knew that we didn't have one. We asked her for another one. She gave it to us. She doesn't want to give us more than one at one time, though. Alright, we opened up this shortcut so we can easily go back to where we were. And just like before, it's like we're repeating the day from the start again. He seems to have gotten his leg caught there. Luckily, I'm at the right height where I can just grab this item right off of his body. Right like that, and we could just leave him hanging there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. We're good. Let's move on. Alright, this is where we were. The werewolves have spawned back. Which was something that I was not expecting. Because the first werewolf that we saw, we killed, and he did not come back. What made him so different? Was it the blood? He was summoned with blood. Did that make him different? Questions to be answered. I'm getting better with my timing. My blunderbuss is becoming an effective weapon. Now this is the Great Bridge. Gilbert told us to head across the Great Bridge to the Grand Cathedral. Right over there. But we found a note that said it was blocked off. I could see that there's a gate. Let's just inspect it. Wait a second. What is this? This is by far the most disgustingly obtrusive enemy that I've ever seen. He's immediately attacking me. One arm larger than the next. Giant antlers that scream. That was the scream that I heard on the ladder as soon as I entered in. He jumps at me. I've got to keep on my toes here. The gunshot has no effect. I can't get hit. Even the slightest of hits might send me into an oblivion of pain. Ah, he seems to be weakened by my strikes. No! The pain. It's great. It's even greater than I had imagined. I have to be careful here. I have to be extremely careful. Wait, this is my chance. I wrenched out his eye. He should be blind now, at least on one side. Ah, it's hard for him to see. This is my moment to strike. Always an opportunist, even with my newfound powers. What is this power?
Burn.
I feel like he could have killed me if he hit me there. He's even stronger than he was before. Let's rush in. He's close. I could smell it. We're easing in on him. Let's jump for it. He's going for a grab. We're not going to let it happen, though. We've killed the giant beast. We've been granted the Sword Hunter badge. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many healing church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. So that was a cleric beast. This is our second hearing of Ludwig, this first hunter. Maybe we'll meet him one day. It's curious. A lamp has spawned in the center of these bricks, as if protruding from an eye. Let's take it back. First, though, let's make sure. We don't have the strength to lift the gate. It's sealed shut. The door will open neither. Just like I had feared, the way that Gilbert had told us to come has been closed off, just like that note said. The note also talked of old Yharnam being burnt to the ground. We'll have to find where that is.